So, Mary is just here. Mary, welcome. No, I'm not going to say welcome because Mary is a seller of clandestine articles. Ones that Mary sells basically. Mary sells basically anything. And this particular.
I don't sell human parts.
Wow. I bet you maybe there's a dark web.
If you want cow meat, ram meat, I can link you.
There's some part of the dark web that maybe Mary is doing anything.
Interesting.
But there's something that it should be a manufacturer of.
Wow.
And she just had a gripe with Mary now. They're just going about how, and I'm wondering why Mary should be angry that it bought something somewhere else that she should be a manufacturer of. So both of you, know your place. This one is a champion of that. You're a seller. Just chill. All right, you're welcome.
I'm so glad
you're welcome,
can know exactly what you're talking about.
You know I'll say it for you anyhow.
Oh,
but anyways, there are a few things I want to talk about, and it's national integrity. That's how I want to put it together, because there are three things I want to put together. It's number one, the case of the coach, national integrity, the case of Chidimma, national integrity. Huh? I've forgotten the third one.
You remember?
But yes, I'll remember. But you see, guys, let me just rush over. You know, it was so bad that Nigeria, the NFF, announced a coach that he had not agreed or signed with. Announced the coach.
Labadia.
Of course, that one, it's old news now. It's no longer an issue. The Victor Osimhen situation and all of that. But over the weekend, this happened Friday. So, but over the weekend, the buzz concerning Chidimma has been up and about. Nigerians came through for her when whatever happened in South Africa happened. And for me, based on the rules, I don't know about the rules of the pageant in South Africa. At some point, with the argument of some South Africans, said that the rules were contravened. You know, so you know it was a contravention of the rules. So if that is the case, then they were well within their rights, because candidates are disqualified every day in different
for
places.
different reasons.
For different reasons, yes. But then for whichever way, she was handed out a wild card to come to Nigerian company. And then, see, the funny thing is that many people predicted that she would win it. The moment she was announced as a wild card, this lady I don't think she has ever been in Nigeria. She was born there, she's been there. In fact, that was part of her defense there, that she was born there. She came, competed, and
okay, so
crowned the winner.
So first of all, congratulations to her for winning the crown.
Congratulations.
So the reason why I say congratulations is because this is a roundabout story. It's a full circle story. First of all, you have a candidate who was literally rejected from the stone that how they say it, that the builders rejected, came forward, has become the cornerstone. Exactly. Okay. Now, yes, congratulations, she got it. How she got it now, to be honest, as you said, people predicted. But why did they predict so? There was also a little bit of controversy over the photographs of a lot of the contestants that were already on the lineup for for Miss Universe Nigeria already. And there were already a lot of comments that, like, remember, this photographer didn't do what he was supposed to do for these candidates, if you get what I'm saying. She has already had an amazing face card. She has a beautiful body, beautiful physique, great walk. I don't see why she shouldn't have won. I just think because of the circumstances of her being brought into the country, that whole assumption that she was just going to win, I think she deserved a crown. Whether it was our crown or the South Africa's crown is now the question.
Okay, so Titi, she's gorgeous. My goodness.
She is gorgeous.
She is gorgeous. She has lovely features. She's a beautiful lady. However, I said this the other day, we were talking about it, you know, with Winfrey, and she, you know,
she's also very intellectual as well.
No, Mary,
very
don't
smart.
say that. But I'm going to say it again. She should not have contested this year.
Okay.
And I will give my reason. For goodness sake, there were girls that had prepared themselves, like steady preparation. A lot goes into it. Yeah, I recall you were on the show that day when we had this conversation.
The cost of
and you guys,
makeup,
exactly, you listed everything, the efforts that go into it, workouts, trying to walk right, everything. And then somebody is brought in. I don't care if it's for publicity for the show. I don't care if it's for anything. Giving her that slot, it was obvious from that moment that she would win for two reasons. Number one, she had an edge.
Okay.
Popularity edge. And number two, she also had an edge. The way they prepare for the pageants in South Africa is different from Nigeria. And of course, she would have some tips and tricks that the girls here don't have. Now, you might say they could learn from her. I give it to her for that. They could learn from her, yes. However, why couldn't she wait to teach the ones coming next year? See, there are many people who are saying that,
everybody has their own
it's her time.
goals. It's
her time to shine. I agree.
Well,
Look, it's your time to shine. However,
so you've already
it just
tagged
seems
this
unfair
conversation.
to the other ladies.
You've already tagged it integrity, right?
Integrity doesn't necessarily mean that they did something wrong. We're just discussing about it. And you see, I love where Mary is coming from. I don't know where the issue of even teaching is coming in, but I understand this pageants are a marathon. In fact, they get into camp. In fact, they go back. At times, they come back. You've done it before. How long did you spend? 2-3 months at times for one pageant. She came in at the last stages and all of that. Maybe all of that, might be there. But there's one question I want to ask. We're talking about how gorgeous she is. How many people who were talking about her gorgeousness saw the others?
But that's the thing.
It's a question. Have you seen the others?
So that's the thing. There were photographs of the other girls put out there because votes are also involved. Do you get?
That's what I'm saying. It was a popularity contest, so it's not
always been.
It's
always been.
Votes have their own place.
Look, it has a percentage. It has a percentage.
Judges have the majority,
of
right?
course.
But now my point is this, and this is the second thing about our national identity. We are a country where we do the wrong thing and we call it grace.
Wow.
You go into a bank, there's a queue before you, you find a way and then you're in front, and then you go back and it's a testimony in church.
Wow.
We circumvent, you would not...
I wouldn't say
I'm not
this
done,
is
I'm not done.
circumventing,
I'm not done.
Mike.
As a people, I'm not talking about this situation. I'm talking about our national...
Our culture, right?
It's the way we are. It's a paradigm that we hold now.
Yeah.
That, see, well, you hear that thing where you go to places of worship, protocols are broken for my sake. You know what a protocol is? When these people go to countries where things happen well,
they follow protocol.
You follow protocol. But it's like, have you heard that thing that when you step into the Nigerian airport, it's even like a joke. The Nigerianness comes back into you, and you are set to break rules.
Yes.
When you go, have you seen lines queues when new phones are being sold in the US and all over, in the UK? People can queue.
Yeah, around the block.
Now you know it now.
The block. Yes.
They'll queue onto the roads, and nobody is coming there.
Black Friday.
Exactly.
But this
My
girl
point
did
is
not
this.
cheat.
My point
She
is
didn't.
that-
She was prepared for another
I
pageant.
didn't say she cheated. I'm
She
saying that
didn't
there's
cheat. She's
something.
not cheating anybody.
There's something about our national
She
identity.
had, as you called it, grace
I never
to
said-
collect a crown.
Now that's the thing. That's the
Which
thing.
crown was it she was supposed to collect?
Grace is not an identity in how to run a place.
Wow.
You cannot run
This
a
is a
place.
pageant,
We've been
though.
running it on grace and look at where we are. On grace and protocols broken for my sake. I'm just saying that doesn't. You said the thing that doesn't take her from. I didn't follow it, so I guess I'm not in the best place to say if she was the best to take it because I didn't even know any other person.
So what are we saying now? Are you
don't know if you
saying,
get what I'm
she
saying.
should have come second just
No.
to prove that
She's not supposed
the
to.
same
point is
conversation
this.
would have been they don't want to give them. They just
no
don't want to
matter
give
how
them.
According to
we
what
go-
Mary said, number one is that you were not in the process from the beginning. That alone is just a question mark. Shouldn't it be so?
In the process, in the country.
Look,
Yeah,
no matter how we go back and forth,
whatever. You were not there from the
She's done
beginning. I'm
it
just
See,
saying.
if she had
She's gone through
gone
the
next
process.
TSF, I am
She
very
was invited.
See,
Wait,
I am positive.
wait,
Titi.
wait.
I am
You're
positive that if
invited,
she
though.
had
She didn't
waited
pay her
till
way
next
in.
year, she could have still won. Because she already
She
has
didn't
what
pay
it
her way
takes.
in. She
But
didn't
my
bribe
issue is
anybody.
this. People
She
were-
didn't have
Titi,
any
people
godfather
were
or uncle.
involved.
There has been this whole
People
godfatherism
had
in
put
pageantry
in
for a
a
while.
lot already.
Okay, so we already
Yes.
know that the pageant
There
industry
has been
Oh,
this.
so, yeah.
that
No,
is-
but it's
is
a popularity
already,
contest.
Oh, we already know
When
that
votes are
we already know that the pageant
Titi, I hope you
industry
don't
is
question the
messed up.
integrity of the pageant.
You had
No,
already,
Tete
tagged it.
now,
You had
Tete
already
now.
talked about
Tete.
integrity.
Tete.
The integrity of the pageantry industry has always been in question.
You see,
But this particular question is a completely different question. If they invite you, they pay your ticket. They say enter stage. You've already prepared for something
They
somewhere
even
else.
paid your ticket.
They paid your.
Wow.
Come
You see, let
on.
me say
Are you
something
kidding?
here. Let me say
You won't
something
collect the crown. I don't understand.
You get to a point, you look at it, and as a country, if you're leaving this place to get into some countries and you want to study some things, because standards are not the same, nobody cares about what you've done here. You take a particular test, or there's something called IELTS. Even though we are an English-speaking country,
You're made to take
we're made to do it. And
So There's
with
actually-
different things that happened, it showed why we needed to do, or why people need to do the RELTS, as much as you claim you might know, because standards differ. In fact, you understand? Same thing with maybe other professions, MBBS and all of that.
So I need you guys to...
Titi,
so I need...
please, let me just speak. Please, I beg you.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to say
yeah, speak,
something.
speak.
Let's be realistic. I love how we celebrate people that are successful. I love how we go on and on about how, you know, people are, you know, people got this for grace, due to grace or whatever the case may be. However, let's be honest. Let's be realistic. Let's think of others involved. I heard that the other girls willingly allowed it, in quotes. However, you can smile to the camera, but then what's in their hearts? Are there certain things they've promised them that we do not know about? Maybe if those things come to light, we can then, you know, say, okay, fine, at least they got something out of it. However, this wasn't to their favor from the beginning, and that's the problem.
It seemed like the odds were skewed against the rest.
Okay. It was skewed.
Seemed that way.
So
It wasn't a fair platform at all.
In any case,
it seemed not unfair,
this young girl is very, very intelligent, very beautiful.
Yes.
She ticks all the boxes.
Beautiful.
She just doesn't tick the box of it's not fair. She came in last. That's the only box she doesn't tick.
No, she doesn't have to come in last. Titi, she could have won it this year. She could have won it next year.
I want to say,
It
and
doesn't
I will
change
still
what
maintain
we're
that
saying.
objectively, if you have not sampled, taken time to sample all 30 or how many of them, you cannot even say she's the most beautiful, the most intelligent. How many of people can you remember their names even? You don't even know. So how can you say?
All right, then, guys,
on that note,
let's leave it to social media. Let's hear what everyone out there thinks about this. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know your thoughts.